hooding ceremony. So that the ceremony can run safely and smoothly, we ask you to refrain from approaching the aisles and stage during the ceremony, even for pictures of your graduate. Hopefully you've got a good zoom lens. At this time, honored guests, please stand as you are able for the academic procession. The faculty of the college will be led by Marshal Dr. Andrea Joseph McCaddy. Auditorium is the College of Social Work's graduating class of 2026. We begin today's ceremonies with our national anthem. Please remain standing and join in singing the national anthem.
Thank you.
I would now like to present Assistant Dean, Dr. Allison Bizard.
All right, you all can be seated. On behalf of Dean Lori Messenger, Associate Dean Javonda Williams-Moss, and the Nashville and online program faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our annual hooding ceremony for Nashville and online MSSW graduates of the College of Social Work. Let me begin today's ceremony by introducing all of us on stage. Dr. Lori Messenger, Dean of the College of Social Work, if you would stand while I call your name. Dr. Javonda Williams-Moss, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Dr. Kate Chaffin, Assistant Dean of Faculty Development. Professor Kim Crane-Mallory, Director of Field Education. And I'm Dr. Allison Bizard, the Assistant Dean of the College of Social Work Nashville Campus and the Nashville MSSW Program Director. Also joining us on stage are our outstanding faculty who have taught, mentored, and challenged our students to be prepared social workers. Faculty, please stand as you are introduced and remain standing. Dr. Fiona Doherty, Dr. Andrea Joseph McCaddy, Dr. Harold Bennis, Professor Jessica Cameron, Professor Allison Mealam-Deal, Professor Aisha Keller, Dr. Eris Lurie, Dr. Catherine Montgomery, Professor Jenna Smith, Professor Latasha Stevenson, Professor Tammy Walker. All right, now we can applaud all together for them. You're welcome to be seated. Thank you. Next, I want to acknowledge our dedicated staff who work incredibly hard for our faculty and students. We could not do our jobs or have this program without them. Please stand as you are introduced and remain standing until all have been introduced. Stephanie Frierson Williams, Cassidy A. Bear, Sarah McCormick, Amber Mitchell Spencer, Melissa Teal, Tiffany Toney, and Ken Wagner. Thank you all. And I want to welcome all of you and thank you to the parents, spouses, partners, siblings, children, mentors, friends, and other key support systems of our students. Your support, encouragement, patience, pep talks, and love have helped make all of this possible. Would you all please stand and let the students recognize you? All right, and finally, I want to welcome our students who we are here to honor and celebrate today. I know each of you has worked incredibly hard to be here and become a member of the 2026 graduating class. I'm so very, very proud of your accomplishments and excited to celebrate with you today. I would now like to invite our Dean, Lori Messenger, to the podium.
Hi there, my name is Lori Messenger, and as Dean of the University of Tennessee College of Social Work, there is no place else I would rather be than here on this very auspicious day. Before I was a dean, I was actually a faculty member who taught social welfare history. In preparing for those courses, I studied famous American social work pioneers throughout history. I want to tell you about one of those social workers who changed our world and what his story means for yours. Whitney Young was a Black American born into segregated Kentucky in 1921. As a young man, he served in World War II. After graduating at age 20, he then went on to earn his MSW and taught at the University of Nebraska and Creighton University while serving as the leader in the Urban League of Nebraska. The Urban League was something that focused on uplift and providing jobs for people, helping connect people with jobs, a very social worky thing to do. By the age of 33, he was appointed dean of the School of Social Work at Clark Atlanta University, a school that now bears his name. And by the age of 41, he was leading the National Urban League. And he helped move the Urban League towards a focus of the civil rights movement, and it became a leader in that movement. In his 4 years in that role, he grew its staff from 38 to 1,600. He helped plan the March on Washington. His policy work shaped Medicare, Medicaid, and food stamps, programs that provide a safety net for millions of people even today. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and he did all of that before the age of 50. But what made him extraordinary wasn't just what he did, it was how he thought. In 1964, he described his work and the work of other social leaders saying, "We are the social engineers, we are the strategists, we are the planners, we are the people who work at the level of policy making and policy implementation. The highest echelons of the corporate community, the highest echelons of the governmental community, at the federal, state, and local levels, the highest echelons of the labor movement. That is who we have trained you to be. You leave here today with something rare and powerful, the knowledge to analyze injustice and identify opportunities, the skills to connect with people, to organize and to advocate, and the values to keep human dignity at the center of everything you do. Your professors and field instructors have prepared you for this moment. Now the world needs you to use those skills. Whitney Young once said, "I'm not anxious to be the loudest voice in the room or the most popular, but I would like to think that at a crucial moment, I was an effective voice for the voiceless, an effective hope for the hopeless. That is our calling. Go be that voice, or maybe more important, help others to find their voices. Go be the hope that supports others as they act with you to make change. We believe in you." Congratulations, everybody.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would now like to honor our students who are veterans, as well as all of our veterans attending today's ceremony. Would all veterans please stand as you are able? The red, white, and blue cords worn by these graduates today honor their service to our country and represent the colors of our flag. The white signifies purity and innocence, the red, hardiness and valor, the blue signifies vigilance, perseverance, and justice. We thank you all for your service.
Each year, the MSSW programs select a student to give a graduation address to their peers at graduation. Student speakers are chosen because of their demonstrated commitment to social work values, to the learning community and classmates, as well as their academic curiosity and engagement. This year, Sarah Bowden is our MSSW Class of 2026 Nashville Student Representative. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage. I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. Sarah Bowden has a background in public health and dietetics. While working at an academic medical center as a registered dietitian, Sarah experienced health challenges of her own, which deepened her belief in the importance of a holistic approach to wellness that includes mental health. With the support of her own social worker and therapist, shout out to Heather, Sarah navigated a major life transition and went back to graduate school to pursue her goal of eventually becoming a duly licensed clinical social worker. Sarah refills her cup by spending time with her partner, Zach, by taking long walks, usually petting every dog she passes. She also loves reading, eating ice cream, and spending time in the woods. Sarah believes everyone is worthy of experiencing connection and fulfillment. After 2 years in the MSSW program, Sarah is proud to have finally learned that when classmates use the phrase slay, it has nothing to do with Santa. Let's turn it over to Sarah.
Thank you for laughing at that joke, y'all. Well, everyone, today marks both an ending and a beginning. I want to start by thanking and acknowledging all of the supporters in this room who have been so instrumental in us reaching this threshold. Maybe you've been the other person on the other end of the phone. Maybe you've been making this educational experience possible by means of financial support. Or maybe you've been the one to bring late night coffee or tea, offering some proofreading skills that are not AI driven. No matter the format, you shared wisdom, emotional comfort, and encouragement. Thank you. And thank you to the many teachers, practicum supervisors, administrators, and faculty members who have guided our learning. You have stewarded our dreams. In recognizing who supported us in reaching this moment, I'll invite everyone to consider how precious and unique it actually is. What we're sharing right now is the pure magic of a moment in time that we'll never get back, and the experience of ceremony and ritual. This graduation is the culmination of years of studying, long nights, and really deep self-reflection and growth. But for the family and friends in the audience who might be wondering, what do social workers actually do? I see you. And I'd like to offer that a degree in social work doesn't lead down just one path. Some people in this room will step into clinical roles, sitting across from individuals and families, helping them navigate trauma, grief, addiction, and to find their way to healing. Others will work in hospitals, advocating for patients and caregivers as they're navigating life-changing diagnoses. Some others will enter schools, becoming the trusted adults in the lives of young people who are in need of safety, stability, and someone to see their potential. While others might be working in organizations, building programs that address housing instability, supporting immigrant communities, while others might be conducting research or pursuing a policy role, shaping legislation and systems so that they better serve those who have been overlooked. And others will forge paths that don't yet exist, because they'll see a need and they'll rise to meet it. What unites all of these roles is not the setting, but the purpose, which is to recognize the inherent worth of every person and to act on that belief. And there's no shortage of need for that purpose right now. We are living in a time marked by deep social challenges and marginalization. Many people are navigating loneliness, oppression, uncertainty, and systems meant to support people are often strained, underfunded, or inequitable. In the face of this reality, I just invite all of us to remember the people and the experiences that led us to this precise moment. And to remember that meaningful change often happens because someone chose to show up. I've seen classmates show up for each other and for the Nashville community throughout my time in this program. I've been consistently inspired by how passionate the people are in this room. And it makes me feel so deeply glad to know that these are the people who are stepping forward, willing to embody the values that we've been studying: social justice, dignity and worth of the person, integrity, competence, the importance of human relationships. We've reached a threshold moment, and I believe that each of us have been called to step forward to make a difference in the small and large ways that we can. I'll conclude with a wish for my classmates, quoting John O'Donohue, an Irish poet and philosopher. May all that is unlived in you blossom into a future graced with love. Congratulations. Now let's get out there and show up.
Thank you again, Sarah. This year's MSSW online student speaker is Eric Davis. Please join me in welcoming Eric. While Eric makes his way up here, I'll tell you a little bit more about him. Eric Davis, originally from South Florida, graduated with his bachelor's degree in supervision and management in 2015. He began his journey toward completing an MBA, but quickly realized his heart was not in it. That moment of reflection led him to step away and reconsider the direction he truly wanted to take in his life and his career. Eric's purpose was shaped long before graduate school. Having entered the foster care system at 10 years old and aged out at 18, he experienced firsthand the uncertainty and resilience required to navigate life without consistent support. Those early experiences taught him independence, perseverance, and the most important part of having at least one person who believes in you. They also planted the seed for a lifelong commitment to supporting young people facing similar challenges. With more than 17 years of experience in social service field, Eric has dedicated his career to advocating for youth and young adults, particularly those aging out of foster care. His lived experience, combined with years of professional service, ultimately led him back to school, this time with clarity and purpose, determined to strengthen his leadership and expand his ability to influence systems that impact vulnerable communities. Above all, Eric is most proud of being a father to 4 incredible children who inspire him daily to lead with courage, compassion, and accountability. As he celebrates this milestone, Eric remains committed to using both his lived experience and professional training to create opportunities, challenging systems, and ensure that every young person has the support that they need to survive. Welcome, Eric.
I will try to get through this without being emotional. Thank you to everybody who is here to support me today and to support all of my graduates. Before I begin, I do have to be honest though, I did not tell anyone that I was asked to do this speech today except for my children. They're over there. So for those of you who are here to support me today, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm on this stage and wasn't expecting me to be here, but here we are. Standing here today for me is more than an honor. It's a full circle moment because there was a time in my life where school was something that I had to survive. It wasn't something that I necessarily celebrated. So as a young person entering the foster care system at 10, I wasn't thinking about leadership or degrees. I was thinking about stability. You know, like where would I sleep if someone would even see me for who I really was? So to stand here today representing my online MSSW 2026 class, the younger me, this is something that, you know, I never could have thought of or even imagined, and maybe that younger me should have. Because this journey didn't start with me enrolling in graduate school, it started well before that, in my earlier years in the work. For almost 17 years, which is insane to say, I've been in the social services field, working alongside young people, navigating the very same systems that once shaped my life. I showed up every day with passion and lived experience, and that helped me connect deeply with those young people that I served. But there came a moment when I had to pause and ask myself a more serious question. Was my lived experience enough? Or did I want to strengthen it with knowledge to actually challenge and transform systems? I remember sitting quietly one evening after a long day, reflecting on the young people that I partner with and just responsibilities that I carried. And in that moment, I realized something. If I truly wanted my lived experience to match my professional impact, I had to go back to school. And it wasn't just for myself, it was for those young people that I'm advocating for. Going back to school was not easy. Amid long nights after work, logging in after class while trying to cook dinner, balancing leadership responsibilities and fatherhood, and also assignments that did not wait for exhaustion to pass. And I know I wasn't alone in that. So to my fellow online students, we lived this reality together. We logged in tired, we logged in stretched, but we logged in. That kind of persistence doesn't just produce graduates, it produces social workers who understand resilience in real time. So during this program, we didn't just learn theories, we learned responsibility. Responsibility to listen deeply, responsibility to challenge injustices, also responsibility to hold space for those whose voices and stories are unheard. Responsibility to lead both with heart and skill is the main one that we learned. So for me, this degree does mean something deeply personal. As someone who once moved through foster care systems as a child, I now move through those very same systems as a leader, creating housing, stability, and opportunity for young adults who are aging out today. And for me, that is what full circle looks like. Not just surviving systems, but actually transforming them. So to all my graduates today, I want to say your journey matters, your sacrifices matter, and the communities you serve will feel that impact much longer after today. We're not just graduating with degrees, we're stepping forward with purpose. And so for those of you who know what it means to be underestimated and overlooked and unheard, let today be your proof. Proof that your past does not disqualify you, but it actually prepares you. Proof that resilience is not just something that we study, it's something that we live. And as I close, I want to speak to the younger version of myself, and maybe the younger version of someone that's out there today. We made it. We didn't make it alone. We didn't make it easy, but we made it faithfully. And now the real work begins. So congratulations to class of 2026. Let's go change what's possible. Thank you.
Today, we proudly recognize the remarkable accomplishments of this year's award recipients, celebrated during our end-of-year festivities and highlighted in the ceremony program. These individuals have exemplified excellence across academics, leadership, service, research, and fieldwork. Your dedication, hard work, and impact have made a lasting mark on our college community. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing till all names are called. First, our volunteers of distinction, Grace Lindberg, Sarah Bowden, Claire Burdick, and Teresa Collins. Thank you. Next, we have our social work change maker. This goes to Aubrey Anderson. Excellence in clinical practice, Claire Burdick. Excellence in concentration field placement, Sarah Bowden and Davis Cribbs. Excellence in organizational leadership, Teresa Collins. Congratulations on all these well-deserved honors.
All right, we're getting to the main event, I promise. Graduates, you are now part of a powerful worldwide network of more than 300,000 alumni who share pride in being a Tennessee volunteer. Remember, you are always a volunteer. Stay involved, remain active, invest in your university and this college. We hope to stay in touch with you. I wish you long, fulfilling, and impactful social work careers that make individuals, families, communities, organizations, and policies stronger. Congratulations to all of you. Today, we will recognize each of our graduates individually. Our students, as you know, have worked really hard to earn this moment, so let's celebrate them well. Because this is a small ceremony, we're going to suspend a tiny bit of pomp and circumstance, and when your graduate's name is called, feel free to celebrate how you wish, just no like foghorns or big messy confetti. That's our only rule. When your graduate's name is called, please celebrate and help our graduates to feel celebrated. If you don't know the graduates, but you want to celebrate, you should. This is a great group of humans. The only major rule is please don't come into the aisles to take photos. I know you want that best picture, but we have to, for safety reasons, keep those clear. So zoom in, we'll figure it out, but otherwise, we're gonna celebrate well. So. We're gonna call up Dean Messenger and Associate Dean Williams to move up to the stage, and we're going to start to call names. So bear with us as we get into place.
Olivia Ann Yake. Aaron Raimondi. Emily Bell. Sydney Ortiz. Marion Witten Barber. Gracelyn Berg. Lauren Emmerich. Sierra Casey. Davis Anderson Cribbs. Jalen All. Rebecca Nesson. Annalise Gill. Tatiana Garcia Parra. Elizabeth Bowen. Michaela Dye. Shelley Smith. Alexandra Caffieri Chastain. Brooke Bates. Michelle Thibodeau. Ashley Founts. Jessica Marie Harder. Leah Jasmine Bailey. Teresa Collins.
Rexhammer. Lady Alatorre Medina. Carter Ann Kemp. Lindsay Merritt. Janelle Marie Lynn Frank. Brooke Benson Sykes. Sarah Lucianne Bowden.
Chelsea Bauman. I'm sorry, it's wrong. It's in my sleeve. It's okay. Bauman.
Chelsea Bauman. Leah E. Stein. Maya Matusek. Ryan Alexandra Deschapelle. Aubrey Anderson. Rebecca Caldwell. Casey Lou Elizabeth Hall. Samuel Jerome Brown. Dylan Matthew. Stephanie Erica Roman Riddle. Lindsay Shutt. Kylie Elizabeth Sudweeks. Sarah G. Bradford. Jayla Easley. Daisy Stout. Hetty Leisure. Claire Elizabeth Burdick. Lindsay Abigail Mendoza Ortiz. Emily Parks. Anissa Alana Hayes. Haley Seagroat. Kaylee Reeves. Isbeidi Hernandez Pedroza. Juliana Hull. Julia Lipscomb. Carly Coriel. Eric Kier Davis. Julicia Santiago Karim. Renee Moorhead. Alana Ann Codwell. Bianca Cherie Thompson. Shannon Maynard. Monica Lineberg. Alyssa Marie Cassidy. Alexandria Stimson. Mackenzie Grace Thornton. Alexis Nicole Holman.
Well, graduates, you've learned to think critically, to listen, to heal, and to lead. You have big ideas, and you are ready to change the world. This is a momentous day in your lives. We're proud to be here to share it with you and your support systems. So now is the time we've been waiting for. I will ask Dean Messenger to confer the degrees.
Degree candidates, will you please stand as you're able? By your presence today, you demonstrate that you have completed all the necessary requirements for your degree and have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of the College of Social Work. Therefore, by virtue of the authority of the state of Tennessee vested in the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee System and by them delegated to me, it gives me great pleasure to confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. I would like to extend my congratulations to all of our graduates. Everybody? Yes! No more group projects. Until you start your first job, and then you gotta do it. That's all you'll do. If everyone would rise as you are able, and please remain standing until the reception of the platform party and all of our students is complete. Thank you for coming today. It's been a joyful day.
Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bill. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a mink, but sweet as soda pop, I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed old Rocky Top, looking for a moonshine you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.